Hi everyone. I wanted to talk today about what do you do at a nude resort. Now this is a famous nude resort in Negril, Jamaica. I've been there many times. You may find a rock there with my name on it. It would say Ken and Debbie. And you may find my daughter's name engraved into a sidewalk on the right side as you're coming in on those units. They were pouring concrete one day and I scribbled my daughter's name. So yeah, okay, this is what you do on a nude resort in Negril. Now this is Negril. It's on the west end. When you come in off the Montego Bay Airport, it's a 2-hour ride, and that is the best part. That is the best part of the trip. Because as soon as you get off the plane, you go and get some red stripe and some limes. And of course, as you're traveling those 2 hours, you'll smell the ganji burning. And then by the time you get to the resort, you've already had a party, honey. So back to what we're talking about. What you do at a nude resort in a grill, anything you want to. Okay, now, I have never gone nude before. I've just never been that confident. I have no confidence in my body. Now, when I was in high school, I had one hell of a body. I used to turn heads. But after 2 children and life, I was not that confident and I wasn't going to do it. And my husband at the time was pretty much very conservative, more on maybe the prude side. And then he goes, I'm not taking my clothes off. The next thing I know, I turned my head and he was naked as a jaybird. So I took mine off. Now, let me tell you what. It changed my life. Not the way you think. I was not there for swinging or sex. I was there to be at ease with the body that God gave me. After I looked around, I saw that everybody had scars. Now, I have a lot of scars. Let's see. I just saw a picture yesterday of Ryan O'Neill's daughter, Tatum O'Neill. She has rheumatoid arthritis. And she took a picture of her backside of her back surgery and all of her scars. Let me tell you what I would put her to shame. The poor thing. The rheumatoid arthritis is horrible. I've got 2 long scars on each side of my hip. I have a scar on my back. I have a scar on my head this long. This whole arm is mangled. I have many scars in my abdomen. But when I looked around, I saw these women who, of course, were naked, and some of them have had their boobs lifted, and they had these white circle marks. And I had to figure out, what the hell was that? It's because they moved up their nipple. And then that scar, when you're getting a tan after you've moved up your nipple, it turns white. I also saw women who had a scar all the way around the circumference of their stomach. And I had to think a minute, what is that about? They had a complete body lift. Now, let me tell you what. Demi Moore had that, and it was like very expensive. They just pull everything up. Once I saw these women, and the men too, I said, you know what? I should not be ashamed of my body. And so I learned a lot from that. I learned no one cares, and I shouldn't be self-conscious. And after that trip, I actually, it really did change my life. I started trying to work on some things on my body. And if you've been watching me for the last 10 years, you know what I'm talking about. I'm going to take a little drink of my cranberry juice. Okay. Now, a lot of you are probably wondering, what do the guys do when they get a little bit, when the hydraulics come up, right? They just put a towel over it. That's it. Then eventually it goes down, right? So, let's see. when you're there, nobody wants to know what you do for a living. All the classes are gone. You don't tell anybody that you're rich. You don't tell anybody that you're poor. You don't tell anybody that you're an airplane pilot or a lawyer. Evidently, a lot of them who go there are, because this place is not cheap. It's $400 a night. But that includes all of your meals and all of the liquor. And some of you could drink $200 worth easy a day. So you see where that is a bargain. And most decent hotels nowadays are 180 to 200. So for two people, I consider it a bargain. Now, they have nude slides. They have body painting. They have volleyball. They have anything that you want to do. You also can just do what I do, just lay on a Chase lounge and watch the party, right? You will see a lot of people having open sex. Yes, I can't say that out loud. Okay. Yeah, you will see that. And there were times where a lot of people would just do like they do at the Olympics and grade them. You know, I have never given any of them a 10 because I'm thinking if the girl ain't squealing, it ain't no goddamn goods, or sometimes they are squealing and you know that they're faking it. Okay, so yeah, that's kind of fun. But 24-hour food. Now, I know you're not going to believe this, but I go there for the egg salad. The egg salad is so fresh. I know they go right into the chicken coop and bring it every day. Every night at the dinner time, I would get the egg salad. Now, it's all you can eat. And in the morning, they have omelet station. Oh my God, the guy making those omelets, I know he makes 300 every morning. And it's just a wonderful place to get to learn about yourself. Now, of course, when you leave on the bus, you're going to have a lot of people mooning you. But it is a party 24 hours. They actually have a swimming pool with a glass so that you can look at people swimming, which is really, really cool. They have different restaurants, and a lot of people dress up. A lot of people come to dinner with just a sock on, if you know what I mean. There are no rules. And like I say, don't get into, what you do, because when you are there, you don't want anybody to know your name. You don't want anybody to know what you do there. It's not important. It doesn't matter there. Everybody's on an equal plane when you are naked. But it's the most fun I've ever had in my life. And I would love to go back again. Of course, nobody's asked me. So there you go. I don't know. I got twice as many scars as the last time I was there. I was there maybe 13 years ago, maybe 14. And, but like I said, I've been there many, many times, and it is a wonderful place to learn about yourself and to have fun. And you don't have to do anything you don't want to. You are not expected to do anything, and no means no. And there are 90-year-old men there. There are a lot of single people go there, but they're a little bit frowned upon because, it's mostly couples. But yeah, singles can go. So I hope you've enjoyed this as much as I have. And book you a flight to Montego Bay. I know that the Dominican is not doing quarantine, and they're allowing you to come into their country without all those restrictions because of COVID. And I'm not sure about Jamaica, but you want to check all that before you plan your flight, people. Okay, now once you're there at Hedo, you won't want to leave. Every time I've gone, and I've gone back to the States, I'm in culture shock because I'm, of course I'm hankering for a Whopper, and I'm amazed at the buildings and then the asphalt roads, because when you're in Jamaica or the Dominican, it's mostly gravel. But I morbidly depressed when I come back to the States because then you get into that grind, that shitty grind where you got to wake up every day and do the same thing. So I hope I've enlightened you, and I will say goodbye.